says it does have the power to block GOP Congressman Madison Cawthorn from running for re-election over his role in the January 6th insurrection after a group of lawyers petitioned the state saying that he can't run under a constitutional provision that bars candidates from having supported an insurrection or rebellion or giving aid or comfort to those who do. The group says that they could expand the challenges to others who whipped up crowds ahead of the Capitol attacks, all the way up to former President Trump. Joining us now is Ron Fein, the legal director of the nonprofit Free Speech for People. He is co-lead counsel on this challenge against Congressman Cawthorn. Thank you so much for being with us. Just tell us why you think this is a case that you can make.
Thanks, Brianna. Free Speech for People filed this challenge against the candidacy of Madison Cawthorn on behalf of North Carolina voters because his role in helping to facilitate the January 6th insurrection triggered an essential provision that the Republican Congress added to the U.S. Constitution after the Civil War. And that provision says that anyone who broke their oath to support the Constitution and then aided an insurrection cannot be trusted with future public office because they pose a danger to the entire country.
So this is something that would be decided by officials in counties in Cawthorn's district. The appeal, though, would go to the State Board of Elections, where it's 3 Democrats and 2 Republicans. Is your expectation that you would succeed there?
We think that the evidence points very strongly to Cawthorn being disqualified and that the panel that conducts the hearing will find that, as will the State Board of Elections. And if Cawthorn chooses to appeal to the court system, that they would agree.
His lawyer says this law is unconstitutional. What do you say to that?
Well, Cawthorn filed a federal lawsuit to try and block the state proceedings because, according to Cawthorn, the normal North Carolina state proceedings for evaluating the qualifications of any candidate for office, whether it has to do with age or citizenship or anything else, violate his constitutional rights. It's unfortunate that I think Cawthorn probably didn't read the North Carolina election laws before he decided to run for office. I strongly suspect he didn't read the U.S. Constitution, but this is part of the process. If you run for office in North Carolina, you have to be prepared to stand up and explain why you are qualified for office.
Ron, you're trying to depose him. What do you want to ask him?
Well, I'm not going to give away the questions that we'll ask, but the important thing is that the evidence that we have set forth already establishes enough of a basis that if Cawthorn isn't willing to come forward and meet his burden of showing that he is qualified for office, then we think that the State Board of Elections is obligated to find that he's disqualified and can't be on the ballot.
You think this would apply to a Trump candidacy in 2024 as well?
Absolutely. And if Trump chooses to run again in 2024, we will file challenges like this in multiple states.
All right. We'll be watching, Ron. Legal director of Free Speech for People. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.